Let's talk about eating liver. Right? Some people say yum, some people say yuck. In this video, I'm going to destroy 7 myths that you may have heard about eating liver. If you grew up in a household where liver was never on the menu, and as a child and an adult, you have never eaten liver, at least on purpose, then this video is going to help you understand some things about liver and perhaps will bust some myths that you believe about liver. I'm Dr. Ken Berry, a family physician with 20 years of clinical practice, and this video is about the 7 myths about eating liver that should be busted. Welcome. And if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, click the subscribe button and the little bell button notification right beside the subscribe button, because I try to put out 3 new videos every week about health, nutrition, and all the lies and myths that we've believed for the majority of our life about health and nutrition that just aren't true. Now let's jump into these 7 myths that need to be busted, okay? Myth number 1 is that liver is high in cholesterol, and that's bad for you. Now, liver absolutely is high in cholesterol, but if you have a doctor or a nutritionist or a dietitian ever tell you to avoid liver because it's high in cholesterol, that healthcare professional is at least 10, if not 15 years behind on their reading. Cholesterol is no longer a molecule of concern in our diet. You cannot eat enough cholesterol to meaningfully increase your risk of heart attack or stroke. This is well known. It's well documented in the scientific literature. This is a myth that needs to die. Liver is high in cholesterol, but that will not increase your risk of a heart attack or a stroke. Myth number 2, liver is bad for you because liver stores toxins. This is a myth out there that you've probably read multiple times and heard on news stories. There is no truth to this whatsoever. Anybody who says this, if they are a healthcare or nutrition professional, they are revealing a complete and utter lack of understanding about basic liver function, biology, and physiology. Liver absolutely does not store toxins. This has never been true. It's still not true. Liver, one of its hundreds of jobs is that it does break down and cause toxins to be excreted, both in urine and in feces. This is absolutely true. Liver never stores toxins, whether this is, we're talking about a grass-fed, grass-finished pastured animal or a feedlot animal. None of these animals' livers store toxins. This is a complete and utter myth. Number 3, plants and berries or dark chocolate, they're superfoods. No, they are not. When you compare the vitamins and minerals that are contained in a serving of liver versus an equal serving of any vegetable, any berry, any dark chocolate, the liver wins, hands down, every single time. Liver, whether we're talking about chicken liver, duck liver, goose liver, pork liver, sheep liver, cow liver, venison liver, liver is a superfood, multivitamin, multi-mineral. There is no way around this. The science behind this is black and white and is settled. If you compare the nutrition contained in kale or spinach or goji berries or the best dark chocolate on the planet, liver is going to destroy that superfood when you look at the vitamins, the minerals, and the other nutrients that liver contains versus that superfood, okay? Myth number 4, liver is too high in vitamin A. If you eat liver too often, you might develop a toxic level of vitamin A. Another myth that seemingly will not die. When you actually look into the research, the only people who have ever suffered from hypervitaminosis A, which is vitamin A toxicity, are people who have either taken an artificially produced vitamin A supplement, they're taking a prescription medication that is full of synthetic vitamin A, or they've eaten way too much of polar bear liver or puffer fish liver. There has never, and listen carefully, this is important, listen carefully. There has never been a documented case of vitamin A toxicity from eating the liver of an animal, a normal animal that we would eat the liver of, whether that's cod liver, chicken liver, turkey, goose, duck, cow, pork, sheep, venison, any animal. There has never been a documented case of that ever. So yes, avoid polar bear liver and avoid puffer fish liver. Don't eat those. Those are hyper concentrated in vitamin A and other toxins because of the way those animals live. But if you're eating normal liver that you would buy at the grocery, there is zero chance. If you're eating liver 3 or 4 or 5 times a week, you are not going to develop vitamin A toxicity. Number 5, if you eat too much liver, you'll develop copper toxicity. Again, all copper toxicities listed in the literature come from inorganic sources of copper, not from liver. Liver is an excellent source of copper, which is an essential mineral. You need copper. Copper is good for you. What you don't need is an overdose of inorganic copper that might come from a supplement or might come from your drinking water, God forbid, or might come from another inorganic source. Organically sourced copper from liver is good for you. Next, number 6 is that eating liver will cause gout. Have you heard this one? So many people with gout avoid liver religiously because they're afraid it'll cause them to have a gout flare-up. People who don't even have gout avoid liver because they're afraid it will cause gout because they read it in that magazine that one time. There is not a documented case of eating liver causing gout. It doesn't work that way. I actually have a video on this channel about what actually causes gout. So if you have a family member with gout, or if you have gout and you'd like to not have gout flare-ups, not have severe gout flare-ups, watch that video. It'll pop up right there. Number 7, liver tastes yucky. Now, one thing that hundreds of thousands of people following a ketogenic diet or a carnivore diet have discovered is that your palate, your what you like and what you don't like taste-wise is malleable. It changes. It gets better. So when you're eating the standard American diet, you're basically living on chicken nuggets and ketchup. Your palate is very juvenile. It's very uneducated. That's all you like is sweet, salty. That's it. You may not even like savory. You may not like anything that is nutrient dense. But as you transition to a lower carb, a ketogenic, a carnivore diet, your palate actually wakes up. It actually learns. Right now, you may consider liver to be yucky. And, a lot of people do, and that's okay. If you just cannot eat liver currently, then there is a desiccated liver supplement that I recommend for people in your situation. I'm going to put a link down in the show notes. You can take that daily as you're learning to like real food again. Because I can tell you right now, chicken nuggets and ketchup is not a complete diet. Okay. And if you live on chicken nuggets, ketchup, breakfast cereal, chocolate milk, and those are the things that you think taste good, trust me, as you move towards eating a proper human diet, your palate will wake up, it will blossom, you will start to enjoy the intricacies of nutrient-rich food that you thought you hated. So take the supplement while you're learning to like liver, because I promise you, you can. My wife, Nisha, she has her own YouTube channel, and she actually has a video for liver mousse, which is divinely delicious. And it's a liver gateway food. If you currently hate liver, then make her liver mousse recipe and try that. Dip it on a slice of raw zucchini, a cucumber, a meat skin. Try that, and I think you'll be shocked that that's actually very tasty. Liverwurst is another gateway liver food, which just make sure it doesn't have too much added sugar. But if it's very low in sugar and carbohydrates, liverwurst is an excellent way for you to learn to enjoy liver as you help your palate become the palate of an adult and not a 5-year-old child. The truth about liver is that liver is good for you. Liver is very good for you. Liver is a superfood, multivitamin, multi-mineral. So learn to like liver if you don't currently like it. And please help me to bust all these myths. Every time you see one of these myths out there, you're welcome to share this video on Facebook, on Twitter, Instagram, any of your social media. Help me to help other people understand that liver is good for you. Never in any case is liver bad for you. This is Dr. Barry. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time.